Who would you say were your major influences? I mean,
That's an interesting thing because looking back or going back and listening to things, it was listening to some Cure, maybe the first Cure record the other day. I was like, oh my God, that's where I got the idea for such and such a song. Or
right.
listening to the Specials and going, oh man, I totally ripped that off from the Specials.
Well,
The Pretenders, just like, um, but probably my biggest ones were Television, Talking Heads, and XTC.
yeah. Okay. What about Cardwell? Because there
Um,
was always this kind of weird, like it was like two bands. There was the kind of XTC magazine-ish, uh, modern pop music, and then the
mhm.
Cardwell's was always pure pop music,
Yeah, he was more the pure pop guy.
and it was that weird kind of combination of the two that always, your band was a band you could dance to,
Right.
and I think that
And
went your popularity because you were kind of like you were the band that you could take home to your mother, you know. You were kind of the clean cut kids.
yeah, we were the nice band at Rauls.
Yes,
I think
you were.
we put that on a poster at one point, and Randy was like, "No, no."
Well, yeah, I know, but you were, how many times did you play the armadillo?
Um, Five Magazine, Pretenders, Joe Jackson, John Cale.
Did they pay you?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was $100 or something like that.
Well, contrary to the way it is today, we used to be able to make some money because Raoul's always give you a large percentage of the door.
Oh yeah, Joseph was
I mean,
very
you could make $1,000, which was back then was real money,
huge. Yeah,
and it was cash.
yeah.
I don't think I filled out an IRS form for like
Oh
all in the 70s.
yeah, I'm with you there.
And after you formed the second band, how did you feel like the reception was to your because you kind of changed direction a little bit.
Yeah, it was ironic in that uh, it's like in recent years, David Cardwell would refer to Standing Waves as the Larry Seaman Art Band. Uh,
Okay.
and after he left, Chris Dannemeyer got together with him a couple of times, and then Bruce Henderson joined,
Right.
and Bruce was very pop.
Yes.
Cardwell had kind of the R&B, um, more pub rock sort of a thing,
Yeah.
and Bruce was more the Supremes and the Jam. Just
Do you wear skinny ties?
I know, but he wore nice shirts.
Okay.
He ironed his clothes.
And you played. Oh, what year was that when you had the second Mark II?
80 through 83.
And did y'all play like clubfoot mainly?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there was that Raoul's, and the scene started expanding to Duke's,
Yeah.
uh, and then from Duke's to Clubfoot.